Alright, this problem is from section 5.8, the law of cosines. The problem says to solve the triangle and round to the nearest tenth. Now, our law of cosines is written right here. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times the cosine of a. And our law of sines is also written here because we are going to need to use that later. All right. What we're given in this problem is that side A is 32, side B is 38, and side C is 48. Now, the law of sines is a little bit easier to use than the law of cosines. However, it should be noted here that there's no way we can use the law of sines to find any of our angles, because in order to use the law of sines, you need an angle and the side opposite it. We have all the sides, but we have no angles, so therefore we have no choice but to use the law of cosines. So here's one variation. There are two other variations, but we're going to use this one, and ultimately we're going to try to solve for angle A. So let's plug in what we know here. A squared, so that's going to be 32 squared, equals 38 squared plus 48 squared minus 2 times 38 times 48 times the cosine of A. All right, so we'll have to figure all these out here, so let's just type them in all at once. So 32 squared. All right, 38 squared plus 48 squared. All right, that's 3748. And also, we're going to do the negative 2 times 38 times 48. And we get negative 3,648. So let's write all those in. 1024 equals 3748 minus 3648 times the cosine of angle A. All right, now at this point we want to get this term here, the cosine A, by itself. A very, very common pitfall is for everybody to subtract 3748 minus 3648 and get 100 over here. That is completely incorrect. You cannot subtract these two because they are not like terms. This has a cosine A on the end of it and this does not. What we do instead is subtract 3748 from both sides of the equation. All right, this of course will cancel out over here, so let's do 1024 minus 3748, and we get negative 2,724. So negative 2724 equals negative 3648 times the cosine of A. The next thing we'll do is divide both sides by negative 3648 in order to get cosine A by itself. So divide by negative 3648. So let's just rearrange here. We get that the cosine of A is equal to, let's round that to 0.75. All right, and as always, if I know that the cosine of A is 0.75, A is going to be the inverse cosine of 0.75. So let's do inverse cosine 0.75. All right, and we get that angle A is 41 0.4 degrees. At this point, I do have one angle. As soon as you get one angle, we no longer want to use the law of cosines. At this point, let's use the law of sines. So now I have angle A at 41.4 degrees. I can use A over sine A. So let's do that. A over sine A equals, let's do B over sine B. So 32 over the sine of 41.4 equals 38 over the sine of B. Let's find the sine of 41.4. All right, that is 0.66. So 32 over 0.66 equals 38 over the sine of B. Let's cross multiply now. So 32 times the sine of B equals 0.66 times 38. All right, so 25.08. All right, to get sine of B by itself, we divide both sides by 32. So let's divide this number by 32. So the sine of B, round that to 0.78. And to get angle B, we take the inverse sine of 0.78, and let's see what we get here. So second sine 0.78. All right, that gets us 51.3 degrees. All right, now we have two angles of the triangle, and of course, recall to get the third angle of the triangle, we're looking for angle C. All three angles add up to 180, so the third angle will be 180 minus 41.4 minus 51.3. So angle C will be 180 minus 41.4 minus 51.3, and we get that angle C is 87.3 degrees. Please excuse the little mishaps there I had with the pen, but that is our solution.